conference is taking place on the occasion of the awarding of the Václav Havel Human Rights Prize.
With this opportunity, we also urge the international community to stand with us, to stand with Hong Kong, and say no to Chinese totalitarianism. We don't know what awaits us in the future. And the darkness before dawn is, of course, the darkest. But I remember what my father told me when he swam from China to Hong Kong in the 70s. He said, when you jump into the sea, you may drown. You may be eaten by sharks. You don't know, you might be shot by guns. But do you see the light ahead of you? That is hope. Keep swimming, and there lies your future. 同行兒女為正義時代革命，祈求民主與自由萬世都不朽。我願榮光歸香港。May glory be to Hong Kong. May glory be to the people who are still fighting for human rights, freedom, and humanity. Thank you.
In my country, we have a very repressive regime, and it is even difficult to find a legal counsel for my brother. It was nearly impossible to find a lawyer who would take the case. The first legal counsel who defended my brother is right now in prison himself, and he was sentenced to 21 years in prison. There are new walls that appear. They divide our people, not only from the ideological point of view, but also from the political and religious point of view. And there are also walls that start to being built between the destinies of our people.
Chinese government's policy in the Uyghur homeland is nothing less than cultural genocide, aimed at gaining total control over the population and eliminating their unique language, traditions, and faith. The situation indeed is the worst since the Chinese Communist Party took over in 1949.
I strongly believe that human rights are universal, and this is one of the, or probably the most ambitious goal the society has set for itself. If you take the 40s or the 50s, when these principles were building up, how many countries in the world were truly free and democratic, and how many are now. There is progress. On global level, there is strong progress, and I do not believe that cultures where dignity for some people does not exist, I don't believe that these cultures are natural.
There is a choice to make. We heard about China, we heard about Russia, and we have to face what's going on in the world. And my conviction is that becoming a part of the authoritarian wave, an anti-liberal wave, will actually not save us, will not save Europe. On that, I would add.
What Mr. Orban really wants, then I can sum it up in 4 letters, and this is cash.
So the inability to unite on the ideas which they believe in and they could unite it, and the lack of courage, this is a problem I see. That the opposition or those who want to fight for democracy don't see the populists as such a big enemy that they should.
The Cold War has had frozen, completely frozen, dozens and dozens of old conflicts, and all of a sudden, 2 days after the historical night of Berlin, all of those conflicts woke up.
In St. Petersburg, the troll factory. We could not even say that they were interfering with these elections. The factory was actually managing the gubernatorial elections. An example I can mention, an acquaintance of mine who wanted to run for the governor of St. Petersburg, and in one day there were 700 defamation articles, not only on social networks but in regular media. So yes, you can say that there are personalized trolls. There is an obligation for the publishing house to identify itself to the reader, and this is not the same case with the internet media. For me, it is important to understand whether it's an individual or a company providing the information. It is very important to know the identity.
Society, global society, is like a turtle slowly creeping far behind the technological progress. Yeah, this is a big problem. Social adaptability is much slower than technological progress. And we need to try really rapidly to change all the environment, not only the legal environment, but also the education.
And that is the key issue to solve, together with the personal responsibility, together with enforcing the law when it comes to hate speech, etc., etc. But we must realize we're in for a ride. And to quote the classical movie from 1939, The Wizard of Oz, when Dorothy says, "We're not in Kansas anymore." And we need to realize we are not in Kansas. And we need to wake up and see it's a brave new world, and it's a mess.
Human rights is something what you should always mention, even if it's not so pleasant for your host, if it's not pleasant for your political party or for whoever you are working. Please be more engaged. We need the same engagement as was, remember, 30 years ago. The human rights and the rule of law is in each our countries, in this country too, always endangered. So please be aware. Thank you so much for coming.